Hi guys, welcome back to my online class. In this video, we are going to learn about bending stress in straight beams. This is just an overview of chapter 4 that you have to know before you learn further on this topic. Alright, first of all, what is beam actually? Beam is a structural member which is long when compared to its lateral dimension subjected to transverse forces so applied as to induce bending of the member in an axial plane. And now, what is lateral dimension and what is axial plane? If we draw a beam with a rectangular cross-section and put the x, y, and z axis. So, longitudinal dimension refers to x direction, lateral dimensions refer to y and z directions, and axial plane refer to x plane or longitudinal plane. Then, what is transverse forces actually? Transverse forces refer to the forces applied vertically to the plane of the longitudinal axis. If we draw a long beam, the horizontal plane we call it longitudinal axis or axial axis. The forces acting vertically at the top and the bottom of the beam, we call it transverse forces. Then, look at this figure of Olympic weightlifting. Let's say each load at the right and the left is 32 newtons, and these people lifts the bar at the center and it is symmetric. Then we can draw a free body diagram like this. Load at A and B are the external loads, and the loads at C and D are the reaction loads, or load supported by his hands. After apply static equilibrium equation, we get the values of RC and RD. Then, why do we need to study this topic? Why do we need to find the reaction loads at supports? This is because we want to find and determine the critical point or section that possibly will cause failure on beam. The beam possibly to fail due to two types of stresses, which are maximum bending stress and maximum shear stress. If these stresses subjected to the beam greater than the strength of the beam, then the beam will fail. Let's take a look on the maximum bending stress and maximum shear stress formula. Maximum bending stress, we can also call it maximum stress due to bending. The formula for maximum bending stress is sigma max equals to mc over I, where sigma max is the maximum bending stress, m is the maximum internal bending moment, c is the perpendicular distance from neutral axis to a point farthest away from the neutral axis, and I is the moment of inertia. The detail on this formula will be explained in the next video. In this video, I just want to highlight on the maximum internal bending moment. How to get the value of maximum bending moment? The answer is through bending moment diagram. This is the bending moment diagram, where vertical axis is moment and horizontal axis is length of beam. How to draw this diagram? I will explain it after this. From this diagram, we get the maximum internal bending moment is 9.6 Newton meters. For maximum shear stress, the formula is tau max equals to VQ over IT, where tau max is the maximum shear stress, V is the maximum internal force, Q equals to A prime Y bar. This I will explain later. I is the moment of inertia, and T is the width of the beam's cross-sectional area. The details on this formula will be explained in the next video. In this video, I just want to highlight on the maximum internal shear force. How to get the value of maximum shear force? The answer is through shear force diagram. This is the shear force diagram, where vertical axis is shear force and horizontal axis is length of beam. How to draw this diagram? I will explain it after this. From this diagram, we get the maximum shear force is 32 newtons. Before we draw shear force and bending moment diagrams, we have to cut this free body diagram into sections. There are 3 sections here, which are section AC, section CD, and section DB. At the end of each section, we put the internal shear force and internal bending moment. By applying the static equilibrium equations, we can find the value of internal shear forces and bending moments. The detail on how to calculate and get this value, I will explain in the next video. Then, after obtaining all the values, we put it into the table, where the first column is section, the second column is length of section start from the left end of the beam and increase along the beam to the right end. The third column is the internal shear force value, and the last column is the internal bending moment value. From these values, we can plot the graph on shear force diagram by taking V versus X. And we can plot the graph of bending moment diagram by taking M versus X. From these diagrams, we can get the maximum values and the critical points or sections. That's all for this session. Hope you guys enjoy and understand what I have shared. Thank you for watching.